In this video, we'll try to understand what are the global and local variables. You may doubt that why we have not discussed this so far up to the point when we are studying about functions. There is a reason for it. Local and global variables are significant when creating functions itself. Therefore, there is no point discussing these things in advance. As said, this is supposed to be a fast track course or a kind of crash course. Therefore, the concepts are added only when they are needed. Now, what are the global and local variables and how they are useful in C programming? Let's try to understand this thing. So, for this sake, I'll do another program and I will call it as global variables, okay, or global test. Let's call it global underscore variable underscore test. Now, let's take example of a very simple function. So, hash include stdio.h void or int return addition a comma b. No, sorry, not return, int addition a comma b, void main. Then here you just need to take two variables. Let's call it as int a1 comma a2, printf, enter two values, so slash n and slash n, enter two values for addition. Let's call the addition or add as third variable. Then scanf, we'll want to use it twice, so %d comma ampersand a1. This is scanning of first value, this is scanning of second value. Then c is equal to, or sorry, add is equal to addition a1 comma a2, and printf addition of %d and %d is equal to %d comma a1 a2 add. Done. Now lastly, what we'll have to do is we'll have to define the body of this function. So int addition a comma b, then return a plus b. As simple as that. So let's run this program once. My first value is 54, second value is 95. The addition of 54 and 95 is 149. All good. Now you have to understand one thing here, that a1, a2 and add, all three of them are something called as local variables. Now what is the meaning of local variable? The meaning is very simple. Local variable means these three variables will be accessed only inside the main function. If I have to write down them, or if I try to do something like this here, so add is equal to a1 plus a2, then what is supposed to happen? We'll get an error. Let's see. So I build and run this program and see error. Now if you can read this error, then see what it says. Error, add undeclared, a1 undeclared, a2 undeclared. All these three are undeclared in this function. Why? Because all these three variables, add, a1, a2, they are part of the main program, or they are local variables to the main program. Therefore, they cannot be accessed over here. In another different format, if I type here int my result, and then my result is equal to a plus b, and if I return my result here, okay, so this will work fine, no doubt. So if I run this code, now it is all good. But if I try to access my result in this program, so instead of add, if I directly try to print my result here, then let's see what happens. We again got an error. What that error is reading? That error is reading that my result is undeclared. Now what it implies is very obvious. When you define a variable within these curly brackets, then that variable is bound to be within these two curly brackets only. It cannot go beyond these two curly brackets at all. So you cannot access my result anywhere else. You cannot modify its value anywhere else. You cannot even print it anywhere else. This is called as a local variable. Now, when you want to have a function with global variables, then what happens is the global variable can be accessed in main program as well as in this program. So if you are using global variables, then probably you don't need to return any value from the function, because in that case you can simply write the result in global variables and access it over here. Now, what is global variable and how to define it? So any variable in C, let me remove it first. Any variable in C which is not written between these curly brackets is a local variable. Sorry, it's a global variable. So where do you declare them? You declare them here above void main. So let me write down int my result here. In that case, I don't have to write it here. And this is how the program works. So if you access my result here and if you return my result here, it is all perfectly fine. My result can be accessed in this addition function also. Let me run this code. So these are the two values I am passing and the addition is correct. Our program worked perfectly fine. But since we are using a global variable, we can go one step beyond. And that one step beyond is, now we don't need to return the value from this function at all. You can keep this function now as void function. And you simply remove this line to return the value. So you just write the value in my result is equal to a plus b. So this function, whenever you call it, you don't have to even write it like this. So add is equal to addition is not required. You just write down addition a1 comma a2. So a1 will be saved in variable a, a2 will be saved in variable b. My result will compute their addition and then the result is stored in this global variable, which you can directly access over here and print the result. Look at it. Addition is 9512. So this is how global variable works. Again, remember, the name of variable doesn't matter if they are local. For example, here I can have a and I can have b. And here also I have a and b. Now it doesn't matter at all because these a and b are local variables in main body and these a and b are global variables in local variables in the function body. So they don't contradict with each other. Even though you have the same name here a and b, and even if you have same name here a and b, the two variables are completely different. So don't consider that this is a global variable. When you write down a plus b here, it is because you have used the same name of variables over here. Because it may cause confusion that this is a global variable, generally what we do is we don't write the arguments with the same variable name as in main and as in the function. But we can go one step more ahead of it and we can simply do a and b as global variables over here. Now in that case what will happen? Everything remains the same, but now passing these two arguments is also not required because now a and b are global variables. So my addition function will become void because it will not accept any argument now. I can make it void. And now I have to remove these two lines also. Now see, my arguments are global. My return variable is also global. I don't need this line as well. I don't have to declare a and b again because they are already defined here. So a is global, b is global, my result is global. You simply scan a, you simply scan b, you call the addition function and print the result, my result, after this function. So this function will access the three global variables, do the addition, save the result, and my main program will print the result. Let's try this out. So enter any two values and you can see the program works perfectly fine. Now because of this, you may be tempted to use all the global variables instead of using local variables at all. After all, it makes sense, doesn't it? We don't have to worry about passing the argument, returning the argument, and anything. Like my previous program, if I just create another one here, so global mul div. So like my previous program, what I can do is I can also do division and multiplication over here. So my mul, my div. So here what I can do is my mul is equal to a into b and my div is equal to a divided by b. So the multiplication is this my mul, and in the same way you can print the division also. So because of this, what happens, the complicated way, a little bit complicated you may find it, of passing the pointers is also not required. You simply make all your variables global, do the operation whatever you want here. So instead of addition, the variable name or the function name can be let's say muldiv, just like before, muldiv, and here also we'll call it muldiv. Now enter two numbers for addition. Instead of addition, it should be enter two numbers for multiplication and division. Let's see if it works. There are no variables being passed, there are no variables being returned. This is my first number, this is my second number. Multiplication is 20934, division is 204. Got it? Now, as I was saying, because of this nature of global variables, we are tempted many a times to use only global variables in the program instead of creating local. While this approach is okay for smaller programs, for program which doesn't have more than 4, 5, 6 different variables. But when your program becomes larger, when your program becomes complex, then this approach should not be followed. In fact, a good programming practice says that use the global variables as minimum as possible. A very good program should have no global variables at all, because it may cause a whole lot of confusion. Your variable values may be modified by any function, and when the error comes or when the logical error comes in your program, you may not be able to debug that program. Therefore, I have shown it to you. Use it cautiously and wisely in your programs. Try this out on your own accord and see for the output yourself. Thank you for watching this video.